In a Blue Devils highlight, Zion hit his head on the backboard while blocking a shot in a win over Princeton last night. Max, how impressed were you by that block?
Well, you know whose hops I'm not worried about right now?
Yeah, Zion. Welcome to Zion.
This is the difference between a dude who's not even yet at his athletic peak, but is just all jump out the gym, springy. I know he's diesel, but Stephen A. That dude, like, how impressed? Real impressed. Zion Williamson does stuff all the time at his size, that we've never quite seen before. Not Sean Kemp, who was not as wide-bodied. Not LeBron James, same thing. Not Charles Barkley, not as tall. Like, we haven't seen this thing quite yet. And it is so much fun every time you see it.
Listen, the man is spectacular. He's a spectacular athlete. There's no doubt about it. To be 6'6", 6'7", to have like a 46, 47-inch vertical leap, to do the things that he can do athletically is something to behold. But I will tell you, just as impressed as I am with him, I do find myself worried at times because he does play with reckless abandon. He's a skywalker. And how he came down, for example, yesterday when his elbow and his head almost hit the backboard. You look at stuff like that, that's an ACL waiting to happen. Those are the kind of things that you got to watch out for and you got to monitor. He's so athletically gifted. He's so extraordinary that he thinks he can do anything. And that's when your body finally reminds you that you're human. He needs to be careful about that and just monitor himself just a little bit.
Look,
that's
it's
all.
not obviously coincidental that we put these two guys, LeBron and Zion, in the same block. And it's also not coincidental that and they're compared to each other. Zion's being compared to a young LeBron in many respects. And it's also not coincidental that LeBron is blocked because he didn't get up quite high enough, and Zion bangs his head on the rim on a block. That's not coincidence. One guy is an older, wiser player, and the other guy has all the stuff of youth, including the reckless abandon. And it was not a coincidence and really interesting to see those two things happen on the same night.
Stephen A., let me ask you this. When has college basketball seen a physical specimen in this type of athlete?
College basketball?
Yeah, so that takes LeBron out of the equation. I can't think of anybody. That's why I'm asking you.
One guy comes to mind.
Yeah. That's a tough one right there. The R.J. Barretts and others, I've seen that before. I haven't seen a guy 6'6", 6'7" with a 47-inch vertical leap on a collegiate level that can handle the ball, that can pass the ball, that obviously is spectacular on the break in the open court, could shoot a little bit as well. I haven't seen that.
No, this combination is unique so far.
Yeah.
The degree at which he can do everything is new, given his size. I will say that there are some players who come along and you're so blown away by the fact that they're just physically different. They seem physically unstoppable, starting with Wilt Chamberlain, going through, Shaq, and I'm talking about the big dudes. And then even LeBron. I think LeBron's the latest iteration of
I took him out because he didn't go to,
Sure.
Yeah, just out of high school.
So I would say, even though it's a very different package, the last time I laid eyes on a college player, and it's not even about he's the best college player in the world, it's just about, this is something new, was Shaq. Last time when you saw Shaq, as good as he was in college, you thought, what are they going to do with this dude in the NBA? Just get out of the way. That's the feeling I get from Zion. A different kind of package, but the same sort of physical phenomenon.
It's a different kind of feeling, but the two names that come to my mind is Shaq and Chris Webber.
Yep.
When Chris Webber was with the Fab Five.